In spite of tremendous public outcry, Texas Governor Rick Perry has decided to convene a special session of the state Senate, mainly due to the fact that Wendy Davis successfully filibustered a series of highly restrictive and draconian anti-choice bills. Apparently, Rick Perry has figured out that since he's fed all of the hungry people in Texas, he's given homes to all of the homeless people in Texas, that he's created jobs and opportunities for people to find work in the state of Texas, he must now tackle the great and important issue of white men telling women what they can do with their bodies. And Rick Perry is one of those individuals that no matter what you say, no matter what kind of facts and figures, no matter if the people have turned out en masse and have spoken about the issue of women's reproductive rights, he seems to think that as a old white guy, he has the right to call these legislations and waste the time and the money of the people of Texas. This is one of those times where I look at people like him and I wonder, what did humanity ever do for God to punish us with a great big bag of dicks like Rick Perry? I mean, this is the same guy that called a solemn assembly, a day of prayer and fasting in the middle of a stadium full of open restaurants. Think about this for a minute. This is the same guy that apparently... there's no words to describe how incredibly evil and sociopathic this man is. And as far as I'm concerned, the people of Texas have spoken. Not only the people of Texas, but the people of the United States who watched the session that Wendy Davis filibustered in on YouTube. A majority of us were speaking out in favor of not passing that bill because you know what? It's very difficult to determine when is 20 weeks after conception. Rick Perry, do you really want to close down that many number of abortion clinics, thereby prompting women to go out and get abortions illegally if they really want them? Do you think that women are incapable of making up their own minds, Mr. Perry? Do you honestly think that the people of Texas are not going to take this into account and say, you know what, maybe we shouldn't continue to elect Republicans? What you're doing, Rick Perry, is you're guaranteeing that unless the people of Texas are that incredibly dense, stupid, sociopathic, and heartless, you are guaranteeing that the Democrats are going to win the state Senate and the governorship in the next election, the next few elections. Hell, you might guarantee it for the next 40 to 50 years. Look, if you're against abortion, don't get one. It's that simple. If you are against abortion, then you know what? You don't have to go to an abortion clinic. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. Maybe they should, given the amount of stupid people that are coming out of these individuals. But the fact of the matter is that Rick Perry is doing this out of some misguided sense of Christian justice, when what he's really doing is trying to make sure that old white men still have the right to keep uppity women in line. Never mind the fact that, not even 24 hours after the Supreme Court overturned the Voting Rights Act, that Texas is now trying to enact even more legislation to make it more difficult for people of color to vote, unless they're Republicans, and even then. I've come to the conclusion, and this is a very controversial conclusion, white people are going crazy. And this is coming from a guy that, can pass for white. All right? White people are going crazy. They're going insane. And something needs to be done. Seriously. This is Dumac the Artist signing off. Slanchini Falcha. Have a nice day. So sorry, Texas. I am so sorry you got stuck with such a big dumbass.